Hey everybody, welcome back to Slam Shenanigans. I haven't posted for quite a while, and this truck in the picture here is part of that. I lost my dad in May, so this was his old pickup. It's got a lot of good memories in it for him and me, so I recovered it from the family ranch that we sold, that he sold, out of a very deep ravine that it's been in for a little over 20 years. But this video is about a Haslam & Sons excavating job. And to start the job, I had to get the truck off the trailer. So it's been sitting on the trailer for a few weeks. So basically I had to use the excavator to pull it off and then load my excavator up. And this was the first time I utilized this trailer actually for the excavator. So it was a made voyage in a couple ways on this job. And it's basically going to be a lot of pictures. And I'm just going to talk you through it because I didn't really have time or the ability to record while I was doing this job. Here I am showing up at the job site. This is all up in my general area, so everything's very steep. Take note of where the excavator is in relation to that wall, and then the narrowness. So basically the client wants a wider level extended parking area for his pickup. It's an F-350. And a lot of times when I go out on these jobs, I take pictures of any damage in the area before I start the job, just to make sure that I have documented proof of what happened before I got there. So this is the parking area. He had some gravel down there. It was very narrow, as you can see. When he parks his pickup, which is wider than my excavator, he basically had to do the side shuffle to get to the door, past the door, open the door to get in the pickup and drive her out. So I'm just kind of taking some of the before pictures here. What we had, very overgrown bank, very narrow. Here's some pictures of dedicated how much I had to get in there and get close to the trees. Here's some of the rough excavating. Notice those two trees there. Here's the one where the branch is actually in the cab. I had to get close before they actually decided that they wanted those trees gone. You'll see that a little later. But there's some full dedication there. So again, just kind of scratching out the side. The client's going to put in a somewhat of a retaining wall, and I advised him to make sure he put in a French drain behind that. So I kind of advised him on what he's going to do later with this spot. And I basically am going to end up doing the rough grading, widening, leveling,
good.
and extending.
Close enough? Yeah. All right, tree's coming down.
Yeah, he just heard the homeowner was standing by his son who's filming. He was pretty impressed with the first tree we took down, but these are little trees really, but it's always fun to watch excavator when you haven't watched it. And as I said I tried to put on the screen there that the client's son, who's very, very young, was filming this, so just kind of bear with me on this portion of the filming. You'll see he kind of goes off and looks at the flowers and the weeds for a minute here in the future, but yeah, it's fun to get them involved. That's what I try to do is no matter what, every day, whether they're holding a hose for me and spraying some water or holding the camera or just saying hello, I always try to involve the little guys. I was most impressionable when I was watching heavy equipment when I was young. So who knows, these guys might end up being a heavy equipment operator when they grow up. All depends on what you encourage them to do. And what they see and what they have fun with. So this is a point where the homeowner decided that he actually wanted to extend this a little bit further. So he said, yeah, go ahead and take those trees out and just waste them down the hill here. So if you watch this, as the young guy's filming, kind of pay attention to where the tracks are in relation to that block wall. So I had already extended this parking area about 6 feet or so, maybe 6 or 8 feet for him from when I first showed up. There was a slope, and the block wall on the right there extended past that slope, so it's already level to the slope. And once I take these trees out, we're actually going to widen it some more and extend it some more. So I mean, we probably extended this parking area a good 15, 20 feet and widened it out a good 6 or 8 feet, I think. It's kind of hard to really see unless you're looking at things in the picture to compare to. So as you can see, my tracks are past the wall, and as the video goes on, you'll see how far that extends out. But this is pretty much going to be the only video portion of this. And again, it's done by a, I want to say I think the oldest is 10 and maybe he's 6 or 8. I don't know. Probably messing that up. So if he watches it, he'll probably correct me in the comments. But it was fun to involve the little ones. And like I said, this is going to be about the only video you're going to see in it. And I'm just kind of getting rid of some stumps. And I didn't take the time to take my very wide grading bucket off for this. It would have been a whole lot better with a 2-foot digging bucket. It's a lot more, you got a lot more leverage when you only got 2 feet trying to dig stumps out. But anyways, just keep watching and I'll start commentating here a little bit. I'll just let you watch.
No.
All right, so now we're kind of done with the grading here, and this is where I left it. I had to go away, so I left a little step there. They actually rent out a apartment down below there. So take a look at how far extended past the block wall and how far to the left this is. Those trees are removed. Those are in the flat areas now. You can see that the dirt on the right is probably a good 15, 20 feet past the block wall, which we started out the other side of that. So here's a view from the top. And this is where I had it all compacted, and we're getting ready to put some of the road base down here. So now I'm going to have a little bit more video. I guess I had a little bit left.
Okay, just hold it like that. Kind of at the truck, okay? watch the bottom of the thing. Make sure it doesn't hit the cement, okay? If it looks like it's going to hit the cement, let me know. Cool? Yep. You guys are doing great. Kind of cool, huh? All right. You want to keep filming? No? Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Yep, so he did pretty good. He enjoyed that. So here we are now. This is after the first lay down here. So got this in. Customer was super happy, and it was like another day before I can get back and put the remainder in here. But it's actually a new rock quarry for me too for road base, so I kind of like that. Here we are. I think we're getting into the second dump here. Unloading some more road base. Just backed all the way down in there. And I don't know if I said it earlier, but when the client's truck got to that point where my excavator is now, he actually had to do like a side shuffle, try to sneak in on the edge there, pass the door, open the door, and then get by. This here, that picture, and this picture here was actually a little bonus job. A neighbor across the street needed a ditch dug for putting in a retaining wall here next to his patio. So they approached me on it, and I said, yeah, I'll try to do that during the lunch hour or something. So I popped that out there and got a few hundred extra dollars for that little thing there. And here it is, pretty much all in and done, and I've grubbed the side there, so the hill looks a lot cleaner. And again, this is going to end up with the client having a much wider, longer, and level place to park his truck. And what he's going to end up doing, again, sorry, I put an out of sequence picture on that, the ditch there was the bonus job. But the client's going to end up putting down, we talked through some options, and he's going to purchase some Eco-Raster, which if you've watched my other videos, I did my entire driveway with that. It's basically a stabilization mat. It's a polyethylene, I think, grid system that locks together, and then you anchor that down to your hillside or whatever you're doing, then you can drive on it. So he really liked some what they call Lodi rock out front, but it's not stable. So he's going to put this grid system down in that he can drive on, and then fill it with Lodi rock so it looks good. So anyways, here's another one done. Thank you for watching. And again, I apologize for being a little bit late here. Like I said, when I lost my dad, a lot of things happened and I had to take care of that. So hopefully we'll start getting into some more videos. Appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe.